This one's for y'all, bruh. When you have something special to offer this world, you're going to go through many trials and tribulations mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, you name it. There's a lot to uncover here because the things that you're going to face is just not going to make sense. The mental bandwidth it's going to take, it's just undescribable, bro. It's like you go through times where you feel like every single little thing is against you, friends, family, relationship partners. It's just like you don't feel like it should be. You feel worthy, which you are, but things are still against you for whatever reason you can't even put together. That's the kind of craziness that will go on. Satan is literally fighting with your mind, brothers and sisters, and he's trying to make you fail. He's trying to make everything that's going to come to you not come to you. Everything that God has for you is what Satan is putting a valiant effort into robbing from you. So you're going to have to go through the motions in life to overcome the attacks of Satan, because all of you that are chosen, all of you that are meant to have a very good life and a lot of good things in it, are going to get tested the hardest. And it's going to be tough. It was tough for me. There's still challenges to this day. There's just things, and we have to take it. We have to go through the pain. We have to fight through every single thing, bro, to get the life we want. And that's just the way it is. I never imagined in 100 million years just having the things that you believe you should have and deserve would be so fucking hard to get. Like, and I think a lot of you guys can testify to this, because when I was younger, bro, I thought it was going to be I thought it was going to be rather easy to make a good amount of money. I thought it was going to be rather easy to get the right woman in my life. I thought it was going to be rather easy to just have everything that you know you should have. And it's not even that I don't have these things now. I just didn't think it was going to be that fucking hard. Like, ridiculous, bro. Because when we're young, we all have these visions. We all have these things that we want, like the perfect girl, or some of you ladies like Prince Charming, like the perfect man. And it's so hard, like, to make happen. You never anticipated that, like, at all. You thought people was going to be a lot easier. Because, bro, when I was young, it was easy to make friends. It was easy to keep friends. It was easy to get some good-looking girl in school that just, you got her and whatever. There's a bunch of them. So you didn't anticipate things to go the way they went. But it did. And it's because you're chosen. It's because you might have been the type of person that gets things rather easily, so Satan had to come in to stir that all up. And I know people, bro, who had a lot of potential, and Satan got to them. He drowned them out. I have friends, bro. I had a friend, man, and this dude was probably 3-4 years younger than me. And at the time, he was like a little brother to me. Like, that's just kind of the way it was. I met this guy at work a long, long time ago, and we just had a lot in common. He was like a younger version of me. I went through the things I went through, and I grew from it. He went through things himself. He didn't grow from it. He ended up getting 2 different women pregnant by the age of like 21, which is very young. He's not with either of the girls today, so he has 2 kids floating around Earth now, not in their lives. His parents split up. His mom cheated on his dad, moved out to the other side of Canada, and he broke. Satan got to this dude that had lots of potential. He was very similar to me. We might have had our differences in ways, but he was very similar. He was talented at everything. We had a good time. We did some good shit. We had a good time. But that's the way things went for him. And I went through certain things myself, and I didn't break under anything. Unfortunate things happened to me. I didn't let it get to me. I didn't let it get me down. I didn't let it keep me there. I took all the energy and harnessed it. All the negative things that happened to me, all the friends I used to have, and you don't anticipate losing them, but you do. And it's okay to veer off and go different paths than some of your old friends. That's perfectly fine and it's normal, but I can't appreciate the way some people turned their backs on me and completely made me out to be an enemy when I did nothing to them whatsoever. You can literally focus on your own life, bro, and start doing well. And that's enough for some people to turn on you. So it's like, it's just these attacks. And it's all designed to break us. But if God truly wants us to live a certain way and be a certain type of human being, then that's what he's gonna overpower Satan, bro. I felt the presence of God with me since the longest time, bro. I always felt like there was somebody else with me, and it's probably why I never feel alone whenever I am alone. I never feel alone. I feel like there's a higher power with me. I don't feel just like alone. I feel like there's literally a higher power with me at all times. I never feel actually alone, even if it's just me in a house or just me driving somewhere or just me anywhere alone. I never feel alone. And that's the way it's been since the longest time, since I can remember. So these are things we have to fight through. These are times we have to fight through. Satan is doing a good job right now of robbing a lot of you of the life, you should be getting to, but some of you aren't. That's just the truth. But you have to, bro. You have to listen to what I'm saying and you have to hear it through. You have to be able to see this through. You know you're doing things right now that you should not be doing. That's proof Satan has a stranglehold on you right now. Any choices and decisions you're making, bro, that's not good and you know it, but you're still doing it. What do you think that is, man? What do you think that is? You think that's God? You think you're listening to God? You think you're doing something good? No. That is Satan getting you to do those things. That is Satan wanting you to be weak so you never get those things you should have. So you never get them. There's going to be a big fight, bro, that has to take place, and it's a fight you cannot back down from. It's a fight you have to go through. You have to go through those motions. This happens to both men and women, and I will explain. There's women I've dated in the past, a long time ago. And they let Satan get the best of their situation because they had me at the time. And they did not have the strength to pull through. They had to push me away and then want me later on, which I wasn't down for. So they were tested at that time and they could not pull through. They let the devil get the best of them. They made decisions out of fear instead of living by faith. They made decisions out of fear. There's people going through things, bro, and guess what? They're staying tough through the shit they're going through. They're making the right decisions, already going through hard stuff. That's rewarding. That's what's going to get you gold at the end of the road. It's not being traumatized or going through traumas and having something good and then ruining it. It's not about that. It's about not being in the best place, but having something good. And you can keep that something good because you're willing to acknowledge what you have to do to keep that, so you can be the best version of yourself and live the best life possible. That's what it's about. Everybody goes through certain things. Everybody goes through lots. Everybody. We're human beings, bro. But what are we going to do? What moves are we going to make life what it's supposed to be? Are we going to let Satan interrupt? Are we going to let him stop us? This is where faith comes in, brothers and sisters. Satan he picks apart a lot of these modern day women, bro. A lot of these modern day women, bro, Satan's just having a field day. He's putting a bunch of fear in their minds. Oh, this guy, he's going to cheat on you. He's going to do this. Women start convincing themselves of certain things that's not even going to happen. What do? Self-sabotage. A bunch of thoughts start going to their head, and it's just the devil. It's not God. That's why Satan is having a field day on earth today. But people who are genuinely chosen by God, it's too powerful, bro. The presence of God is far too powerful in your life. Satan hates with a passion that I'm sitting here speaking about this stuff right now. Specifically this topic. And a lot of things I say, he's not fond of. But the presence of God is far too powerful here. This is what we all have to do. We have to be strong. We can't move with fear. We can't move in that type of a way. Even if we feel the fear, we have to move forward in the right manner. We have to move forward in the right ways. We can't make choices out of fear. We have to move with faith. We have to have faith. We have to keep fighting. There's certain shit, bro, that I even go through to this day. I have to have faith in certain situations. I have to keep fighting. I have to keep doing what's right. Even though certain things are not perfect, I have to keep moving that way. It's called having faith. Faith, things are going to be what they're going to be. That's what it is. Because having a fear-based mindset, oh, you see little things and you're going to run away now because you see little things happening and it's like, oh my God. People don't want to invest in certain things because it's like, oh, the risk. They run away from it when it could have blessed them. An example. So, that's what this is, bro. Life is a big spiritual battle. It's a big test. And how we use this and the decisions we make is going to vastly impact our lives and the things that's in it. Satan wants you flat on your back. He wants you flat on your ass. He don't want you blessed. God wants you blessed. God wants to give you everything you should have and more. More than you could ever imagine. That is what God wants. There's people in the world, bro, and they're getting it. They're getting it. They're getting it. They're getting it in tenfold. And it's because they had faith. It's because they made the right choices and the right decisions. It's because of all those things. We just have to keep doing it. And over time, we will get what we deserve. Over time. And it's going to be a blessing. We should all be very excited for life, bro. Even those of you that are going through tough times right now, and anyone facing anything that's tough, there should still be excitement. There should be excitement, and you should have a lot of, forward motion going on. Because there's lots to do. There's lots to achieve. There's lots to gain. There's lots to gain in life, guys. and life without gaining, and life of just merely losing all the time and just can't get up, and you take a hit of the bong and you smoke that joint, you drink that liquor, you do all those things, that is the devil, bro. God don't want you doing those things. What are you drinking for, man? What you smoking for, bro? Ask yourself why you're even doing those things. Is there a purpose? Or are you making an excuse to just do all that, bro? What is going on? I've been attacked very hard in the past by Satan, guys. Very hard. Very, very hard. I was always a dude that had lots of potential. When I was young, bro, I was jacked. I had all the energy on earth. I believed in myself. I got up to the age of 16, 17, up to about 18-ish. I got into smoking weed, partying a bit. Even sold weed at one point for a little while. And, dated some girl in the past and got burned, and a lot of bad things happened, bro, and I was going down that path. And I knew I wasn't going to keep doing the things I was doing. I was there in the mind. I wasn't gone and just completely discombobulated, but I was still doing those things. And that's because Satan wanted me to do that, to rob me of my potential and what I could do for the world and what I could do, for everybody on earth. We all have a big purpose. It's just about finding it. And if you don't find it, Satan is doing his job. Robbing you. Taking everything from you that you should have. That's where you have to let God in your life, and you have to let God do what he does and have faith. And keep fighting and keep moving and understand that is far more powerful than Satan ever will be. Satan is weakness. Satan is stillness. Satan is filling your mind with thoughts that shouldn't be there. It's fear. It's all that stuff. To get rid of that stuff, you have to have stronger choices, stronger decision-making skills. Be willing to be the bigger man. Be willing to move accordingly instead of getting weak to do something to make yourself feel better right now. Allow yourself to feel a little bit of pain, bro. Allow yourself to shed a tear if you have to. Do whatever you have to do. Stop doing something to prevent yourself from feeling the things you should probably feel in life. Go through the motions. Go through the things that you have to do. It's what we all have to do, man. It's what we all have to do. This is what life is. Satan is also a master of deception. He's also a master of putting something in front of yourself to deceive you. He's also a master of killing your life's momentum. Master. So you can't do that. You can't let that happen because, bro, whether you like it or not or anything, the truth is, if that stuff happens, you let it happen. He ain't powerful enough to do that to you. God is powerful enough to keep propelling you forward. Even if you feel like you took a step back, you didn't. Sometimes it's one step back, 3 forward. That's why you never actually take a step back. Because you take a step back just to take more forward. That's how things work. But some people take a step back, they panic, they fear, and they take more steps back and more steps back and more back. You were just supposed to take a step back so you could go forward again. Maybe a little one back and more forward, and a little back and more forward, because you're getting used to what life really genuinely is. This is how it works. I hope all you guys are hearing me loud and clear in this video. And maybe even understanding the certain battles that personally a lot of you are going through and what you could do better. Because maybe now from you hearing what I said, you understand certain attacks that might be happening to you. A lot of women, bro, their heads are discombobulated today. Things go up into their minds and it's not even true. And they freak out, they panic, they go crazy, bro. It's like Oh, he's definitely cheating on me. And she ruins it. Like, there's a million things that goes on. And there's a lot of Satan putting things into women's heads to make them think otherwise, to make them believe certain things that aren't even true. A lot of women today, bro, demon possessed. You guys cannot sit here and tell me otherwise. Look at the world. Even a lot of men today, bro, very stagnant, very not being who they should be. Most places I go, man, I can just see through people, bro. Like, you're not who you should be. You're not as vibrant as you should be. You look like you've given up about 8 years ago. That's what you see around most places. There's not many people, bro, who's actually got shit going on. And that's the thing. They didn't want to fight hard enough. We have to fight, ladies and gentlemen. We have to fight. Because it is a battle on earth. Satan's always going to be here. He's never going to go away for good. He's always going to be here. He's always going to be tormenting. We have to have the presence of God in our life because of it, because he is more powerful than that. End of story. But anyways, guys, that's the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Almost at 100K. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.